Joining us in studio to talk about finding the legit contractors and trying your best to avoid the scams, we got Danny Lipford, host of the Today's Homeowner. He's here in studio with us.
The best of the best.
The best of the best.
Listen to that.
It happens so much, right? I mean, we had a hailstorm here in Georgia a couple years ago, and it was like roofers flocked to your doorstep. So how do you navigate that?
Well, you really have to take your time, and you really have to, even though it's an emotional time, you're anxious to get something taken care of immediately, you need to slow down and, first of all, call that insurance agent, be persistent on that, make sure they know what's going on, and then do anything you can to prevent further damage. But then talk to your friends and family that have had problems before getting repairs. Find out those contractors and be very, very careful with any of those that are coming into town to help out the effort.
Right.
You need to make sure they are legitimate.
Can you ask them for any sort of license or paperwork?
BBB.
Or are there words that you should listen to that they're saying right or wrong?
Absolutely. I mean, you need to show them. They should be proud of showing you their insurance certificate as well as the license that they should have. That's very, very important. References, they should freely be giving you references so that you will find confidence, because the real word is confidence and comfortable.
Right.
You need to make sure that you're comfortable with this person coming in, that they're going to take care of everything you need to get you back to full, and you need to know what's happening along the way with everything in writing as well.
Well, that's true too,
so
because
tips in writing.
time is of the essence, and we're not saying like the out-of-state contractors are the bad guys all the time, because sometimes you think, okay, well, this contractor's working on my neighbor's house, so I'd like them to work on my house after. But when you're in a flood situation, you want to get back in your house as soon as possible.
Absolutely, and you need to listen to some of those signs. You know, hey, I got a special deal here. I got some materials left over here. I'm glad to help you with that.
Okay.
Hey, this is a limited time only. I'm only taking on 3 people. Any of those things, or the worst one is, okay, I'll do the job for you, but I'm gonna need half the money up front, and I don't take checks. If you have any of those things, you go, hey, wait a minute now, we're legitimate businessmen. I know we're in a dangerous situation. Something's happened here. It needs to still stop and make sure that they are legitimate from that standpoint. If they don't have a physical address, I don't think I would fool with them. If it's just a truck and a cell phone, that's not a very stable company that you want to invest your money on to get your home back right.
We have 30 seconds. How should the payment process work? Should they get paid at the end? Should you pay them along the way? Are there any red flags with that?
Well, the general rule is 10% down,
Okay.
you know, so that they have a little money to work with. Now, you think about legitimate contractors, they have lines of credit. They're able to get any of these materials, but it's still fair in a situation, maybe a roofing situation, to get up to a third down.
Okay.
But I would never do more than that. Again, everything in writing, you got to be comfortable.
Good.
Like I said, the best of the best.
That's great. I mean, really good advice for everybody who's going through an unfortunate situation. That's Danny Lipford, host of Today's Homeowner. Thanks for joining us. Okay, if you guys suspect your contractor isn't on the level, contact FEMA's Fraud Investigation Unit as well.
Yep. FEMA.gov is where you can go for that.